And it's not Honorable Kawanjiko alone. It is many in the political class who kept pestering our president and asking, Your Excellency, don't you see property is being destroyed in our country? Don't you see our country is headed the wrong way with violence, anarchy, and bloodshed taking roots in our nation? But we didn't know, Bishop, that His Excellency the President was of greater faith than many of us. And Your Excellency, I must thank you for your faith, because right from the campaign, many a times we came to your residence in Karen when we felt beaten by the storms that were there then. And you kept telling us and asking us, and I've said this before, kwani nyinyi watu hamjui kuna Mungu mbinguni? And we saw the hand of God. And Bishop, as Bishop Wanjohi said, on the foothills of Mount Kenya and between the Aberdare ranges and Mount Kenya, we come back to Sagana Lodge to give thanksgiving to God for having seen us through that storm. And also to give Him thanks for what He's about to do for us in this country. And I want to thank God that in the words of Bishop Wanjohi, who said that God promised to get us from ridicule to praise, that from the ridicule we suffered, we come back to Sagana with thanksgiving and praise to God. From the shame to a portion of double blessing, we come back to Sagana. And as Bishop William said, we have crossed over. And as I've said earlier, we didn't know we would cross over and encounter storms, Bishop. But we thank God that even with the storms, we are now enriched with a greater faith that God has gone before us. And as Bishop Wanjohi prayed, I think it's when he was concluding, he asked the House of Clergy to stand up. And he said, let us make a declaration, because I know there is another side that will come here and make declarations. And he declared there will be no more demonstrations with the clergy. Bishop Wanjohi, I want to assure you, even those on the other side, and I saw you looking at me, I don't know why you are looking at me. Even those on the other side in the political class, we have committed that there will not be demonstrations. Demonstrations will be there because it is a constitutional right and our constitution that the people have the right to picket, to demonstrate, and to protest peaceably and unarmed. But what we have committed to is that there shall be no more violence, no more anarchy, no more bloodshed in the political engagements of our country. That we have made a commitment, Bishop, and I want to give you that word. And we said in our statement last week, Bishop, that we are committing as a political class, and I say this speaking after the engagement the president had with his competitor in the last elections, that we have agreed, and when we said in that statement that we have agreed, we were giving that statement as Kenya Kwanza and our colleagues in Azimio, that we have agreed there shall be no more violence, there shall be no more anarchy and bloodshed in our political discourse, and we also agreed that we shall have no handshake and no nusu mkate. Therefore, Bishop, as you spoke about crossing over, We are crossing over from a nation where anarchy, bloodshed, violence,